a lot of work. This is it here. Even though the outside looks really nice, the inside, oh my gosh, the floors were on angles in every room. We were almost tripping over. The toilet was outside. It literally had just, wow, it needed a lot of work. The garden was really nice. It had lots of land, but for $395, it needed hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of work. It's just too much. Yeah.
Definitely a structural renovation, that one was, with the floors. They kind of bowed, kind of like you're standing on a wall nearly.
Yeah, it was just every direction was bowing. Just really old. It needed some professional work in that. And an apartment building was actually looking over to the back of the property, which was a big warning sign for us because there's just privacy is completely gone. It was a nice location. The garden's really nice. Well, it also didn't have a lounge room, which I thought was very interesting. It had 3 bedrooms, quite small, but no lounge room. It was kind of just like a kitchen. You walk into the kitchen and then there's also a dining room that you kind of walk straight into. Yeah, just too much work for what we're looking for. It would take us a long time, not what we're looking for. We want something that we can do up or do some cosmetic renovations, so painting, that sort of thing, maybe replace kitchen bench tops, and then be able to have someone in and be making money off it within a month or 2. So that's the real goal here. We've got another one straight away, so we're going there, and then we've got a couple in a row, but we'll keep you updated.
Oh my love, you're such a fragile thing, I know. With the winter comes the ice, the snow, but I'm it all. And oh my love, don't worry about the
We just went and viewed a property for $400,000 in Mirror.
Yep.
Yeah, Mirror. It was really nice. It just needed cosmetic renovations. The garden was very overgrown. They had kept it tidy, but there was just a lot of plants. Like a lot of plants. That probably would require a lot of work from us. It's stuck in the 70s though. Everything was really had been looked after really well. So I think it would only be a little bit of a cosmetic renovation. The garden though was hectic. A lot of interest though in that one. There was a lot of people walking through, and I understand for $400,000. And it was a really nice location. We actually stayed in an Airbnb just a couple doors down when we were here last time. That was a new build, so yeah, this is an older one.
The real estate agent did say it was brick exterior, asbestos sheeting on the inside, which isn't a bad thing, just if we needed to make any changes, so complicate things quite a bit.
R20 zone, R25 zone as well, so if we wanted to pretty much knock it down and put 2 dwellings on it, then we could do that there. But obviously that's not what we're looking for with this Airbnb journey. Yeah, so we've got an hour break. We're just going to do some driving, having a look around, and then we'll look at the other Airbnbs. We've got about 4 after this. So.
bubblegum fights on the 3rd.
On our way to see another property that's closer to town. It's under budget slightly at $395. 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, I believe. It is an older property. We actually organised to get an inspection for, so the other ones were just home opens, but this is something that we've actually organised.
Yeah, it's one of our more anticipated properties to look at. It's got nice frontage, looks really nice character home. The only thing that we found driving past is on quite a steep incline from one part of the road being on Mount Melville.
there's something that feels so big, and all that I'm left with's a dry throat. I lose my head when you call me up and ask if I'm doing okay. Was it easier when I was younger? Did the ones I love seem rosier? Or was it all the trick you played on me?
Needed a lot of work, but it was very sweet. It was a nice house.
Yeah, floor layout was good. Lots of space as well, which we're thinking is quite important. It does also have a garage and an outside kind of...
It's like an enclosed shed, but it's fully sealed inside, so it could be made into a bedroom.
Yeah.
But then the shed's like attached to it.
So interesting stuff. We're thinking that for the price that it's been asked for, it's not worth it. Even the real estate agent was telling us that it's probably overpriced because it does need a lot of work.
Yeah.
So we might consider making an offer.
Alleyway that's out the front of the house. The back of the house, sorry. I don't know why we would ever need to come down here though.
They seem rosier.
So that's the house. Come there.
After that, we looked at this other one in Mount Melbourne, just down the road, Stanley Street, a tenanted property. It is a 3x1.
It was very small. They had a lot of stuff inside the house, so it was quite hard to see through. It wasn't looked after as well, and it didn't have any like wow features. It was just like an old property. The garden was tidy, it was fine. Just a lot of like the steps up to the house and down to the house needed redoing. Pretty much every surface needed to be cleaned, repainted, new kitchens, new bathrooms, but it was just too small. It was probably the smallest one out of all of them that we've seen so far. The agent was lovely though.
Yeah, very, very nice lady.
Yeah. And then the third one that we just went and saw, that was a dog's breakfast. It was very interesting. From the outside it's beautiful. It has amazing ocean views, so you can see pretty much from any room on the one side of the house. You can see the ocean front, and it was beautiful. That's the price point really. It didn't really have like a proper kitchen. It had 2 bathrooms next to each other. It was just all over the place. That the previous owners, I assume, or someone has tried to merge rooms together, and it doesn't look like it's done to a very high quality. It's just a bit all over the place, and that would need a lot more work as well. So my favourite so far is the Jeffrey Street one, the one that I thought was going to be my favourite. It was. It's a very sweet house. Very like fairy book house. Very cute. It does have asbestos sheeting, so if we're going to move any walls, that's something we need to take into account. Factor, I think. And I think that if we're going to put it into either a long-term or short-term rental, that it kind of pulls at people's heartstrings a little bit, because it's just a very sweet house. so it's currently 4:30 and we have been to so many properties today. We definitely have a favourite, which is kind of the same one that we thought was going to be the favourite. But the other ones are really underwhelming. They were nice, but they just didn't really have like a wow factor. And a lot of them needed like a lot more work than what we were kind of looking for.
I think it was good. We got a lot of good, probably property information, just by going around the place and having a look. Talking to the real estate agent as well. Also is always beneficial. Managed to find out like what the more premium suburbs of the town are, which would be Middleton Beach, Maryborough and Clarence. And like your more sort of afterworld in the sense of Albany.
But also they are quite expensive.
And as well, we found out that rentals, like long-term rentals, are quite a sought-after product here, which is always good to know. So if we ever need to pivot from a short-term rental to a long-term rental, we can do so. And there won't be much drawbacks to that. So
Yeah, we know at least we could pay off the mortgage plus some if we were having to do that. Now we're going to go try this fish and chip shop.
meant to be the best in WA.
Yeah, meant to be the best in WA, so I guess we'll find out. We'll let you know.
And gluten-free.
And gluten-free. Okay, bye.